Brian Todd Collins, best known by his stage name Kid Ink, is an American rapper from Los Angeles, signed to RCA Records. In his career, Kid Ink released the independent album Up and Away, an EP titled Almost Home, and his second studio album My Own Lane. My Own Lane spawned a successful singles Show Me, Is You Down, and Main Chick. Musical career, 2005 a Euro 09, record production. Kid Ink got his start in music as a teenager in after-school music programs, making beats and learning about record production. He was inspired by producers Timbaland, Pharrell Williams and Swizz Beatz. He spoke of this saying, "These were artists and producers who were writing for other people in all types of genres. It just gave me an open ear for all different types of music, and that's how I approached it." Following years of working as a record producer, Ink chose to pursue a career as a rapper full-time at age 22. 2009 a Euro 12, the alumni music group and Up and Away, after releasing his first mixtape, World Tour, under the name Rockstar, he started to gain some popularity. This grabbed the attention of DJ Ilwell, who is connected with the hip-hop site, Hot New Hip Hop. DJ Ilwell then signed Collins to his independent label, the Alumni Group, and Collins changed his stage name to Kid Ink. Then in early 2011, he released his first mixtape under his new name entitled Crash Landing, a mixtape that featured artists such as Roscoe Dash, Ty Dolla $ign, Meek Mill and more. At the beginning of the 2011 summer, he then released his second mixtape, Daydreamer, which was available for download on various sites that featured Corey Gunz, Major Ali, Ray J, Sean Kingston, Meek Mill, Bow Wow along with others. In September 2011, he released his third mixtape named Wheels Up that featured artists 2 Chainz, Nipsey Hussle, Tigger and more. In 2012 he was also a featured artist in the 2012 XXL freshman class alongside artists such as rappers Future, Hopsin and Macklemore. Kid Ink released his first independent album, Up and Away, on June 12, 2012 to moderate success. The album was produced by Ned Cameron and Jalil Beats among others. It peaked at number 20 on the US Billboard 200 in its first week. The album's first single, Time of Your Life, preceded the album's release in early 2012, followed by the album's second single, Lost in the Sauce. On November 21, 2012, Kid Ink released his fifth mixtape, Rocket Ship Shouty. 2013 a Euro present, signing with RCA, Almost Home and My Own Lane. On January 4, 2013, he announced that he had signed a deal with RCA Records and premiered his first major label single, titled Badass, featuring Whale and Meek Mill and produced by Devin Cruz. The song would be released for digital download on January 22, 2013. The song was released to Rhythm Crossover Radio in the United States on February 26, 2013. It has since peaked at number 90 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 27 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. On May 14, he announced his first project released under RCA, would be an EP titled Almost Home on May 28, 2013. It featured artists such as French Montana, Whale, Meek Mill, ASAP Ferg and Rico Love among others. Upon its release, the EP debuted at number 27 on the Billboard 200. It also produced the single Money and the Power, which has been featured in HBO's Hard Knocks as well as in the sports video game NBA Live 14. On September 17, 2013, he released the first single from his second studio album My Own Lane, entitled Show Me, featuring Chris Brown and produced by DJ Mustard. On November 4, 2013, he revealed that My Own Lane would be released on January 7, 2014. On January 13, 2014, at Kid Ink's album release party, he was rewarded his first gold plaque from the RIAA for his single Show Me. Personal life: Kid Ink has dozens of tattoos on his face, arms, hands and torso. He got his first tattoo when he was 16 and has been addicted to getting them since then. His favorites include portraits of his mother and grandfather tattooed on his chest and a tiger inked on the front of his neck, which represents his Chinese symbol. Discography: Up and Away, Almost Home, My Own Lane. References. External links: official website.